Dear Criteos, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We have this program where we want to make sure we have the greatest possible managers at Criteo. You're going to learn many things here, how to make tough decisions, how to do great hires. And I think the most important one is probably how to inspire your team and be a role model for the rest of the organization. You want to inspire people, get them excited, get them engaged, so they feel every day they're learning something new. So thanks again, and enjoy your time looking at this. Thank you very much. Go, go, go!
This is exciting, but let's pause a minute. About growing as a leader and clarifying our role as a Criteo manager, what does great look like?
Fair point, Yoshi. It's true that when it comes to managing and leading people and teams, people might have varying opinions. A lot has been written on the topic over the decades, and there is not a single day without new books, white papers, articles, posts on social medias about the top 5 qualities of a manager, the 10 must-have habits or traits of a leader, and this is why sharing a common language at Criteo is a must.
Exactly. So, how have we addressed this to overcome such a complex background?
At Criteo, we have revisited all this, acknowledging what research and studies demonstrate. We have also scrutinized what best-in-class are doing in our industry and beyond. And we have ultimately investigated internally to understand what resonates and makes sense given Criteo's context and challenges today and tomorrow at global scale. We now have a comprehensive framework to outline what great looks like when it comes to managing people and teams. This framework is purposely action-centered. That means we may expect you to have some leadership traits or attitudes, sure, but it's first and foremost what you do or don't do on a daily basis with your people and those surrounding you that makes you a great manager or leader.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm thrilled. What does the framework look like?
No rocket science there. It's an actionable, compelling, and nimble framework. The 8 things great Criteo managers do with their team. Don't look for an order or a priority there. They all matter as a whole. For each of us, some of these 8 things might be things we already do or that we genuinely strive to do. And some of these 8 things might challenge or stretch our way of managing, or might help us become more conscious of what we should do.
Care for the well-being of our people. What does it mean exactly? We have great advantages at Criteo. Is there more that I can do as a manager?
You're right that we do have at Criteo jaw-dropping workplace experience and competitive benefits. But for you as manager, there is much more to do. This is about establishing authentic relationships with each individual, creating a trusted work environment for your team, fostering diversity and inclusion, and nurturing every day a true sense of connecting and belonging.
Translate our strategy into bold actions. Isn't this up to our senior leaders to do that? Do I really play a role here as a first line or middle manager?
You definitely do have a key role here. As a manager, you're the front line, representing Criteo in the eyes of your team, and the one cascading the strategy in your specific area to ensure that it is understood and translated into clear goals and actions. Ideally, these goals and actions are even co-constructed with your team and then executed. We all have impact through what we do with our teams.
Display a flexible style that builds trust and empowers. I get it. Is it about delegating, correct? Or is there something broader?
You're right. Delegating properly is a good start. But it's more than just delegating. At Criteo, we are proud about gathering and working with some of the brightest talents across functions in our industry. And the way you lead your people enables you to tap into their full strengths and to sustain strong engagement. This doesn't happen via micromanagement. As a manager, building trust, flexing your management style, truly empowering, is not so obvious and can be learned and developed.
Motivate and inspire high performance. Should we do more than just goal settings and performance appraisal and reviews?
As a manager with results-oriented mindset, you are also the one who creates the condition for great performance for each individual and for the team. You ensure that the team as a whole is cohesive and high-performing. Everything really starts with you, fueling, nurturing, seeing and rewarding great performance on a daily basis with a strong culture of continuous feedback as a cornerstone.
Always coach and develop our people. I have strong expertise in my area. I'm used to guiding and sharing advice with people in my team. For the rest, I expect HR of all people partner to deal with it. Would my team expect something different from me?
Well, maybe as you yourself will probably expect more from your own line manager. Here again, feedback is key. And beyond continuous feedback, this is about your ability to behave as a coach, to reveal the full potential of your people, letting them unlock situations by themselves through high-impact questions. And this is also your ability to drive regular, meaningful development conversation with your people. These discussions can address short or mid-term learning and development needs, tapping into a large spectrum of possible means, formal, informal, or even on-the-job training, fostering a culture of continuous learning. And they can also address career evolution thoughts and aspiration.
Make tough decisions. What does it mean exactly? Is it about decision-making?
It's broader than just decision-making as a process or set of good practices. This is about being brave and decisive when needed in the interest of the company, of your team, or your people. And this is also the ability to handle crucial conversations when required. And in all test circumstances, your emotional intelligence will be of paramount importance.
Hire great Criteos. Well, this one is easy, isn't it? Working with our recruiting team, we just have to screen applicants for a position and select the best.
The support, drive, and expertise of our recruitment team is definitely a strong asset. And as a hiring manager, ultimately selecting someone is one of the most elementary but also impacting decisions you can make for your team, for the company at large, and for those people. Actually, evaluating competencies, detecting desired behaviors, feeling the cultural fit with Criteo and the way we operate, articulating and sharing feedback requires serious preparation and practice. And doing all this while genuinely keeping our unconscious biases at arm's length is even more difficult, but will enable you to be a talent magnet.
Act as genuine role models for all Criteos. This is of course inspiring and challenging, isn't it?
As Criteos, we are all expected to live our operating principles. And as a manager, well, of course, you should role model them. And role model what great managers look like to inspire future team leads, managers, or leaders of the company. It's a subtle mix also of personal flexibility, genuine humility, and authenticity about what kind of leader you want to be. In other words, you need to show people why they should be willing to follow you. Stay tuned to know more and deep dive into this framework. You will have further opportunities to meet Jason, Julia, Esteban, Stephanie, Alexia, Yoshi, and Ted to discover more in depth the 8 things great Criteo managers do as they start to experiment with this and progressively achieve full mastery. They are to take the advantages of the various training opportunities that Criteo is already proposing to you through our global management and leadership development curriculum, as well as through the Learning Zone and its curating content. They are conceived and designed to equip you with the right capabilities for not only being a good manager or leader, but for becoming a great Criteo one.